Hello everyone, welcome to the ERPNext webinar. I am Novin from ERPNext. Today we will discuss how to do server-side customization and using a server-side custom application and maintaining them and installing them into different sites. And basically I will try to do some customization regarding shipping management. Suppose in sales order, I will add in sales order item table, I will add weight, a field for weight, and I will also calculate the total weight of the sales order for all the items. So basically, in ERPNext, there are two type of customizations. One is you can do from inside the application. Few days ago, Umer conducted a session about in-app customizations. Maybe you can look at that video in our YouTube channel. Today's agenda is customizations using custom app. If you want to write any validation or any event which requires server-side scripting, means you need database access, you want to call some API. So those kind of customizations will go into server-side scripting and should be maintained by a custom app. Let's create a custom app. We'll try to implement some examples of inside the custom application. So here it is. Here it is my Frappe bench. It's for ERPNext 5. Okay. So here I will create first. I will create. So my site is develop v6, which is already there, and in this site I have already Frappe and ERPNext installed in this site. So I will create a new application. So bench new app. Let's create the shipping app. So we will give the name of the app as ERPNext shipping. You can give any name. Okay. App title is manage shipping. Copy. App publishers Frappe. ERPNext.com. App icon book. You can use any GitHub Octagon icons. So color is, suppose my favorite color is blue, and license MIT. Okay, so that's it. It's creating ERPNext shipping application. Also, I have created this application but I have not installed this application into my site. So I have to install this application as well. So bench hyphen site. My site name is develop v6 and install app ERPNext shipping. Okay, install the ERPNext shipping app. Okay, so app is installed in the site. So okay, so basically what it did, if we check the directory of this custom app, so here it is. This is my ERPNext file. Inside that, it's my apps directory. There are a lot of apps. So ERPNext shipping is here. Okay, go inside the ERPNext shipping. Okay, so inside ERPNext shipping, you can see license, manifest, readme, etc. And there is a requirement.txt. So here it depends on Frappe framework. So Frappe is also an app. So it depends on Frappe. Also it depends on ERPNext. So I will add that here. Okay. So whenever you will install this application in any site, it will always force you to install ERPNext before your customer. So that is done. Then if you check inside ERPNext shipping, uh, there is multiple folders and 3 files. Uh, hooks.py. This is the file, actually most important file inside this directory. So via hooks.py you actually interact between two apps. You want to calculate some shipping weight, uh, which function is in your inside your custom application, but it should be run while saving sales order. So basically it's a sales order event which is inside your ERPNext repository, but it should trigger that calculation function inside your custom from inside your customer. So for that, what you should do that in hooks.py there is a section called doc events. Yeah, this section. So here you can tell the system that on saving of a sales order you want to execute this method which is inside your customer. Let's do that only. So doc events. So we want to sales orders. Doc type is sales order, and there is a validated method. We want to execute this method in validate of sales order, and our path I don't know currently, so let's create a. Okay, actually I changed my context, but let's go on and create a custom method. Inside ERPNext shipping there is a module called manage shipping, and inside that module I will create a new file. Let's say its name is sales order custom.py. Okay. And here I will write a method which will calculate your total weight of sales order. Before that, I will create the required custom fields for the weight fields. So I go into my site. I will go into the customize form. Okay. So I'm selecting sales order item. There. After quantity, I will add two fields, which is weight per unit, which is a float field, and I will add another field called weight, which will give quantity into weight per unit. So let's add those two fields. Edit. Row 13 cannot be column break. Row 13. Okay, I think I have changed the level of existing field. So let's keep it column break, and inside below, and another is called and then I'll select the sales order doctile and below the item table I will add a field called total weight. This is also a float field and I will make it a read only and wait. So if I open a self order form, plus equal to sorry equal to FLT dot unit FLT dot quantity total weight plus equal to t dot weight dot total weight equal to total weight. So I have written a for loop which will go through the item table and it will calculate the weight for each row and also it will accumulate the weight into total weight and finally I have set it into the doc. So that's it. It is the function and I have also used a function called FLT which basically handles the null value. So if it's null it converts into 0, so it does not give error while multiplying null into some number. So for that I have to import that function from frappe.utils import FLT. That's it. So now this is the function which should be executed on validate of sales order. So in hooks.py from inside of my custom app, so here sales order invalidate event, I will write the path which is ERPNext shipping dot manage shipping dot sales order custom, which is file name, and my function name is calculate total weight. So this is the function. So now whenever I will save sales order, it should execute this function. So let's try that. Okay. Get item code quantity 1 trade 1. So for now I am manually entering weight per unit, which actually should be fetched from item master. There is already a field called net weight in item master. It should be fetched from there, but we can try that code later as well. So weight per unit, suppose 100 gram, and no, it's unit of measurement test UM. Okay, 100 test UM, and so weight should be calculated automatically, and quantity suppose 5. Okay, so app is not installed. I got an error. So how do I debug this? So if I go to browser console, more tools, developer tools, it gives me the full traceback that from where it is raising the error. So while inserting this, I think it is uh, basically it is getting the function from the hooks, but app is not installed, so it cannot update or something. So maybe I think I have to restart my bench, because I have installed this app into my site, and after that I did not restart my bench. So let's restart the bench again. Okay, let's say we can delivery warehouse required for stock item test FG item. So I have to mention a warehouse. Okay, let's save it. Wow, I got another error. So this is good, because this error is coming from my new functions. So it gives calculate total quantity takes exactly one argument, two given. Okay, what that means is um, okay, let's check any sample code. I am also confused. So for any sample code, to check any sample code of any custom application, you should go through github.com Frappe apps. So inside the Frappe apps, there is multiple custom apps. You can use this as a reference. So I'm using RIGPD ERPNext, which is created by Aditya Dugal for their customization. So if I check RIGPD ERPNext directory, and there is a sales invoice.py. So doc, and also I have to write method. So that is what I was missing. So that's it. Now it should save it. Yeah. So let's check whether it calculated or not. Yes, it calculated total weight, and it also calculated the weight in the row. So now you know how to write a function inside your custom application, and you can call it from a event of ERPNext. So similarly, you can write many functions, and you can combine them with your ERPNext application. Abdullah is asking that hooks function is when hooks function is executed. So basically, uh, whenever your validate function is executed for ERPNext, for sales order, it it finds for any doc events attached to the sales order validate for in all the installed applications. So suppose you have 5 installed applications, so it should check all the hooks of those 5 applications and if there is any event tagged to your sales order validate, it will execute that as well after ERPNext one. So after ERPNext validate, it will execute your custom app validate. So next question from Harsh Mehta: how can I make server-side JavaScript into my custom app? I did not get your question. Actually, how can I make server-side JavaScript? Do you mean that you want to maintain your client-side script inside the custom application? Is that your question? You want to write your JavaScript inside custom application? Okay, yes. Uh, so yes, you can do that as well. So for that, I just quickly go through the RIGPL ERPNext application, which I already showed. So here, if you check inside RIGPL ERPNext, there is a directory called fixtures, and inside fixtures there is a custom scripts directory, and inside there is a multiple JS files which named as per doc type. So it is very important that file must be named as per doc type. So purchase order must be named as p in title case and space order.js, and you can write any JS code inside this file. And to execute this file, one thing you have to do, you have to add this custom script inside your hooks. So inside your hooks, yeah, so there is a property called fixtures, and custom script must be there into the fixtures property, must be included. So what it actually does, basically, if you write JS in this way, whenever you do bench update, system actually syncs your file inside custom script, which is exist inside the application, which is custom script record. So whenever you update your application, it actually takes your content from that JS file and put it into the custom script record, make a custom script record, and then as usual it executes whenever you create a sales order or something. And by the way, that is also a good way to write custom client-side scripting, because if you are writing inside a file, you got the benefit of syntax highlighting and writing the code, uh, and also you can push the into the GitHub. So maintainability is easier in that way. Okay, Abdullah is asking what's the difference between creating directly in custom script and writing in fixtures. Same thing, just you have the flexibility. You are getting advantage of writing into the file and maintaining into the GitHub repository, or you can collaborate while uh, multiple persons is working on the same client script. Last. Harsh Mehta is asking about print format. Actually, print format you can write using print format builder. Are you asking about print format builder or something in server side print format using uh, Python template? Later on. So there is a YouTube video as well on print format builder. You can check that. It is very simple. So just you have to pick your fields and organize those fields to create the print format. That's it. And you can also write basically write any HTML inside the print format builder. So yeah, Abdullah is asking functions called in hooks.py can execute any method in any app, whether it is from ERPNext or Yeah, you can give any path. Actually, it just find out that functions from that path and will execute. But your custom method must be put inside your custom app hooks only, because ideally you should not change any code inside ERPNext or Frappe repository. So it will conflict when you will do bench update. So all the changes will be part of your custom app. So I think that answers your question. Now I will create a custom report, and I will maintain that custom report inside the custom app only. So let's continue to the webinar in our next session. Then we will take another round of question and answer. Uh, Hers, I will answer your question later on. Yeah, I think you can export your print format into the custom app. After using print format builder, you can just using hooks, you can export that print format JSON into your custom app, and then you can maintain that via custom app only. Let's continue to the session. In the next session, basically, I will. You already know that there is a report called ordered item to be delivered. Suppose this is my report and I want to customize it. I just added a field called weight. So I want that my weight column should be visible in this report. So I want weight column here. So if you check, if you go and edit this report, it will show you the query. But if you want to change and save, it will give you an error, and that standard report cannot be customized or something that. So for that, what I will do, I will create a new report by copying this content. Let's use duplicate function only. Okay, let's say customized name ordered items to be delivered with weight. Suppose query report, reference doc type is delivery note, standard is yes, and module. This is the trick. Actually, here in module, you should select your custom module, which is manage shipping. So if I save this report now, what it will do, it will create a file inside your custom application. So if we check, it created a report directory, and inside that it created a order item to be built with on, and it has saved a JSON file. Inside that it also sets that query as well. So now I will add another field here. Okay, suppose weight. Okay, that's it. I will save it, and if I check my file and search for weight, I think it is updated. Yes, it is updated. Query is also updated. So this report is now part of my custom app. So, and here it if you and after customizations, you also want to show this report inside the stock module only. Generally, you should want that way only, but currently it is not showing anywhere. So for that, to show that report in this section, what you should do, you should go into your custom application and there is a config directory. Inside config directory you should add a file called stock.py. Okay, and inside stock.py, let's copy paste from my sample app RIGP ERPNext. Okay, inside config. Okay, that's it. Rohit reports. Level shipping reports. Name is, I will copy from here. With shipping, no, wait. Doc type is delivery note. Okay. This will be closed. This will be closed. This will be closed. And this indentation is also very important. Not because it will give error. It also enhance the readability of the function. So if it starts here, you should end it here only. So it will be clear and it will give lesser chance of error. So let's test it. I have to reload the site. Okay. No, it is not showing here. So stock.py, yes, return reports. Let's check the name again. Order items to be delivered with weight. Delivered with weight, correct one. So what I'm missing?
Surrender report. Just run that report in the system.
I'll give another try, just a quick try. I will restart my bench. Also I will bench clear cache. Can go to the stock module, reload this. Anyway, you can check it later on and debug it later on, but it is the way how it should be, it should work. So basically you have to add a config file here with the same name as it is in the ERPNext repository. So basically, whenever a module page is rendered, it looks for config file into your in all installed apps. So and then it combines them and render it into the module page. So it should work, but somehow it's not working. We have to debug on later on. So okay, let's now try to run that report from here only. Ordered items to be delivered. Where is my report? Just report list. This one. So report. And it is showing the weight column. Sorry. Showing the weight column here. So that's it. This way you can create your own custom report, customization on the report, and can make the part of your customer. You can also write any script report as well. For script report, you have to create a new report from here. Just select as script report, give the report name, reference doc type, and select module as your custom module. Then it will create the JSON file and directory. Then there you have to create your own PY and JS file inside that directory, and it should execute. I'm not going into the detail. So yeah, so this way basically you can also create a new doc type into your custom app, and while creating custom doc type you should select module as your custom module. So then it will go into your custom application, and also there is something that if you did many in-app customizations and you want to maintain those customization inside your custom application, you can that as well. For to do that, just simply go to customize form. Suppose we have customized sales order item already just now. So here is a button of export customization. If I click it, it will give you module to export. I will select manage shipping. Here two checks is there: sync on migrate and export custom permissions. So I will also keep those two checks. So it will migrate on sync every time. You will run bench update or bench migrate. This customization will be synced in your site. So let's export. Okay, there is an error. Let's check what is the error. Not giving any error here. So we'll check. Next step is we'll check for the error inside this. Okay, this is something related to yesterday's commit. Basically, we have introduced a new table called has role for customized role in report and page. So that is somehow creating problem. I will not go into the detail into that problem, but this is the way you can export customizations. So once you do export customizations, all your customizations go inside the manage shipping directory, and here it will create a custom directory, and here sales order item JSON. Okay, I think it already did the thing, but somehow while exporting permission it gives the error. So it partially did the thing. Okay, that's the way. So now suppose you did all this customization in your develop bench, and you want to uh, install these customization into your production environment. So what you will do is, first thing is you should push your custom application into the GitHub. That is the first step. Once you have updated your code into the GitHub, then uh, go to your production instance, and there uh, basically you can install that app using uh, standard command like bench get app and your GitHub URL. So it will basically download your application into your production instance and install in your environment, and then you have to install that custom application inside your bench, inside your site. So you have to install app bench hyphen site name and install app your custom application. It will install your application into your production environment. So that's it. And whenever later on, whenever you want to update your production instance, you just run bench update. So what it does actually, if we try to explain what bench update does, it actually does two things. Uh, First thing is it pulls updated code from the GitHub repository into your bench. Then it runs patches into your databases, and then it syncs all the doc types, page reports from the JSON file from your application, whether it is custom application or standard application. It takes JSON file as schema and it syncs with your database. So that what it does. Uh, so here I used patches term. So what patches exactly means? Uh, Before syncing your, suppose you have make any changes which requires some updation in the database directly. Suppose in the latest update we have changed a field name, renamed a field name. So while syncing, it will sync the new field name, but all the values in the old field name must also be updated in the new field name. So to do that, we write patches. So using patches, we should update the new field name with the old field name values, like that. Uh, basically for any kind of update or any kind of calculation in the existing, to update existing records, we should write patches, and after that it syncs. Okay, how to write patches? So basically, in patches system, just I am giving example for ERPNext patches only. So I am going to the ERPNext repository. Uh, yeah, there is a patches directory, and outside the patches directory there is a called patches.txt. So all the patches should be listed in this patches.txt, and the system runs the patches from here only. So it always checks this patches.txt, and if it does not did not execute it earlier, it will execute this path uh, basically. So now we'll check any patches under anything. Suppose update party type, simple patch. So basically inside this file, you have to write an execute function, a function called which name is execute, and basically whenever a patches executes, it runs this function only. So you can write anything inside the execute function. It will execute. It will be executed and will be updated into the databases. So basically in here update party type is so basically what it does, it reloads the party type. Maybe there is a schema changes in party type. So no, basically it is a new doc type we have introduced. So it reloads the schema, then it makes the standard party type for the customer, supplier and employee. So we have created in this way only. Yes, you can write your own functions, but it must be executed from execute function only, because Frappe only executes execute function, and inside that you can write any functions. Abdullah is asking, what about updating my version of ERPNext with current version using GitHub? While doing, you can do that using bench update only, bench update command, but you always basically if you are using master branch, then while running bench update, it will get update from the GitHub master branch only. If you are in develop, then it will pull updates from the develop branch. So master is the stable branch, and developer is the latest branch where all the recent development goes on. Can I use bench migrate command for update? Yes, you can do bench migrate as well, but what's the difference between bench migrate and bench update is uh, bench update also pulls your code changes from the GitHub, and bench migrate does not. You have to pull your apps manually, then you can run bench migrate. It will do the same thing. Fahim is asking, can we print the documents via Crystal report or any kind of reporting tools? I think you can print using REST API or something. Abdullah is gave you answer that you can use Jasper report. I never used actually Crystal report or Jasper report, so I did not know actually how it works. If it fetches the data using REST API, then Frappe has a REST API. So otherwise, you have to you can directly make a connection to the database as well. Yeah, if you are hosting in your local, so that is also possible. Hope this session was useful for you guys. And if you have any questions, uh, please post in the discuss. We'll try to reply there.
Thanks, Anil.
Thank you.